you've been living a tough life being a Leafs fan.
I've been the ringer, boys. I've been through the ringer.
Where are we at? Where are we at with this group, Jackie? Like, what are your thoughts? Is there anything different this year? Why should we feel different about this team?
We shouldn't. I'm scared. Like I'm nervous only because like here's the thing. The good thing is that Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner have been lights out good. Like Austin Matthews could be in the Hart conversation. Mitch Marner has like, for people that watch the team every night, this isn't new information, but Mitch Marner has absolutely raised his game this year. Yeah. And I think maybe like all the stuff from the past in the playoffs, like eventually like the dam's going to break. I think this year could be that year for him. But if you don't have a goaltender that can stop the puck or a blue line that can like hold down the fort over 7 games, it doesn't matter what Matthews and Marner are doing. So I'm so worried about the Leafs. I want to see what they do at the deadline because the blue line as is right now, especially with Muzzin out, like I'm sorry, but it ain't it. Like it's not good enough. It's not, they're probably going to play Tampa in the first round, right? So we're going to stack Vazzy against even a solid Jack Campbell. I'm taking Vasilevsky because he's done it. And then you stack the blue lines against each other. Like Tampa played with 4D earlier this year. That's all they dressed. Like there was no other option. They just had 4 guys up against the Leafs blue line. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's Tampa all day too. And then the offense, you could try to make the argument that it's a push, it's even. But even then you could say that Tampa's deeper. So I don't feel good, I guess. But that also just might be me. I'm scarred. I'm a scarred individual when it comes to Toronto. So I don't know.
If it doesn't work out, what is the move? You know what I mean? Like say they get bounced in the first round. What is the move that they make? Like they can't realistically run it back with the same crew again.
No, because that's what they did this year, right? Like they had an atrocious playoff. They blow a 3-1 lead to a terrible team. No disrespect or all due respect. Carey Price, you're great. And like the defensemen were a big part of that.
I mean, it's true. It's true.
But like they weren't better than the Leafs. That's the thing. And so they blow that. And I was fully expecting like there's going to be a change. Like someone's getting traded. Like something's got to give here. And Dubas came out and basically said like, exactly what you said. We're running it back. Like I believe in what I built. I believe that 40 million in 4 players, you know, and 2 unproven goaltenders because Freddie's gone is going to get it done. And so to me, the first thing that happens if they don't get out of the first round, and I hate to say it, is like I think that you have to. I think Kyle Dubas is in the hot seat. Like he has to be, doesn't he? Like you made the decision to build it this way. You made the decision to put all of this money into 4 players, and if all 4 of those guys aren't rolling, or it's not enough to win one round, this is supposed to be a team good enough to win a cup. We're talking about one friggin' round. Like if you can't win one round with that, and you were, you know, I give him respect for having the balls to be like, this is what I believe in, and despite all the noise, and there was a lot of it, like I'm sticking with it. Like that's guts. Like in that market, that's not easy to do. But if it doesn't work, like it's you know, like it has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean they made that bet a while ago, right? And they've had to lay in it ever since. So it's like even if, and that's the thing when you said there, like even if the big 4 play well, and they are playing well this year, all of them are doing well. I don't think that's enough. Like, and this is the part that bothers me about. There's nothing personal. I don't know Kyle Dubas at all. He's a young, bright mind. I mean, he's not much older than John Tavares, right? Like this is a young, bright guy that's come into this game.
Go.
And here's the thing,
personal.
He's reinventing the wheel. He's trying to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. And my thing is like, so they're going. We got a trade deadline coming up here. What happened, Gumpy? You got a goal or what? Or are you just pumping him?
No, just you, old man, yelling at the cloud.
like here's the thing. It's like these guys think, oh, okay, cool. Like we're lacking X, Y, and Z. Well, we're just going to go get that in free agency, or we're going to go get Wayne Sims, or we're going to go and get Nick Foligno. You can't buy that shit at the store. You can't do it. Like it's got to be instituted in your group from day one, man, and they haven't done it. So that's why it's just tough. But I don't know. I hate even bringing this up because Jack Campbell, and that's such a great story. Where are you at with the goaltending? Is this, I know, Marc-Andre Fleury. We're hearing some different teams out there. Colorado seems like they're all set. I don't think Flower's going to wave to Edmonton. I don't think Flower's going to wave to Washington. I think there's 2 teams out there that can use him that he would wave to, and that's Toronto and Minnesota. Like, how would that be? Would they do that?
I don't know. I think it depends what it's going to cost to get him. Like, what do they have to give up to make it happen? Like, to get a Marc-Andre Fleury, how is it going to affect the rest of their lineup? But without a doubt, like, listen, I'm with you. Jack Campbell's a great story. First half, I was like, this guy's like an MVP. Like, I was like shouting from the mountaintops, like how sick he was, and he's legit, like totally just buying right in, like hook, line, and sinker. And now he's fallen off so, like, he hasn't just like struggled. He has fallen off of a cliff. Like, you know, the 18-wheeler that Brian Burke referenced like 10 years ago? That's Campbell's game. Like, just 18-wheeler off a cliff. Like, what the hell's going on? So I would take Fleury any day because he's been there. He's done it. He's an upgrade. He's a starting goalie. And right now, the Leafs feel like they have 2 guys who can't string it together for a long time. Like, even though Mrazek has more experience as a starter, like, the book on him is that he's streaky. He's either really hot or he's really not. So are you going into a 7-game series with him, or are you going into, you know, I don't know. I guess we'll learn a little bit about Jack Campbell right now. I would love it if they got Fleury, but I can't see it, because what are they going to do to their team to get him? I mean, they're going to send a goalie the other way, obviously, but then what else is it going to cost? I mean, the second line is already a talking point in Toronto. Like, the second line needs to get it going. And maybe we're starting to see the beginning of that with Tavares, but yeah, I don't know. Boys, I don't feel good about the Leafs at all. But the good thing is I could say this and then they could go and surprise me, and it's like the best feeling.
See, that's what you're doing. I see what your game is. You're playing this up. You're playing this up so you're not disappointed. You're like, these guys stink. They're gonna lose out in the first round, changing
my defense mechanism, Rupper. This is how I cope. This is how I cope.
Smart.
Hey, I'm from Cleveland. I know that. You got to set
yourself. You know what?
Up. You got to set yourself up.
It's the DNA. It's all back to how it was originally built. It's a theory, right? You can have 4 superstars on a team and you can get it done. I think we're seeing that is really great in the regular season. I don't know how good it is in the postseason. It wasn't enough for Tampa. Tampa didn't win when they were just potting like 7 goals a night and had a great offense. Like, they had to change the DNA of their team. And we even see it this year with the Corey Perry, Pat Maroon line. Like, that line's been amazing. The Leafs don't have that.
No, they don't.
Hey, the good news is you mentioned the need for goalie. You mentioned the need for like a second line winger. There's going to be a lot of sellers this year, it seems like. The deadline's coming up. What is it, March 21st, I think? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of sellers and only a handful of buyers. Like, are you in the mindset now, like, hey, go all out? Like, forget the picks. GMLS need of the Rams. Fuck them picks. Like, let's go get the cup this year. Like, let's go all in. Is that what you're thinking?
I think they have to, because if they don't, I don't know what you do as an organization. Like, is removing Kyle Dubas enough? Probably not. And then you're in cap hell with the team. So how are you going to navigate that if you don't do something decent this year? If this team doesn't prove that they can at least win. Again, we're talking about 1 round. That's the fucking bar. Like, that's sad. That is sad when you have
how long? Hey, how long? How long, Jackie? How long has it been since 1 round win?
2004.
See, I love that. She's like, bang right there. And Leafs fans know. Leafs fans know this.